Type that in. Queens No Quiche on YouTube. Hey, YouTube family. Welcome to day 2. We're doing a 29-day challenge. Make sure you guys go on there. Naya and S, y'all need to go leave and get on the, the YouTube.
Oh, okay.
All right. So I'm so excited. We're in day 2. Hey, YouTube family. I think my live we're on Instagram as well. We were doing a pre-party on Instagram. Y'all still here with me? Listen, go to YouTube if you're on Instagram. But yeah, we are on day 2 of this challenge. Yesterday was flames. It was fire. It was dope. It was amazing. We talked about relationships. We talked about like how you can have love for someone and eventually it could still, even though you have love for something, it could fade. YouTube is where it's at. Okay, chosen and called. Listen, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, period. Okay, so those of you who are still on Instagram, I need you to make your way to I need you to make your way to YouTube because we're closing out in like a little bit. But I'm so excited because today we have 2 amazing guests, my friends S and Naya. And when I tell y'all, we be not recently, but we normally be on the phone, like having like deep conversations. I am subscribed, period. Okay, you're an original YouTube family member. Okay, so yeah, we be having amazing conversations, and all of us have our own personal relationship with God. So I just think it's dope to hear our different perspectives. We're gonna, it's gonna be a little more filtered. This is the first daughter, Marie and Pierre. Yeah, I'm not the first daughter. What? I'm the last. I don't know who you are, but yes, that's my mother and father's name. Yes. So today is gonna be amazing. We're gonna act up. We're gonna act a fool. Just vibe with us, okay? Make sure you're commenting in the chat. Make sure you're interacting. Make sure you're just having a good time because we're gonna be having a good time, okay? We're gonna have a great time on here. Instagram family, we out. I'm just gonna let me log out. 1 second. I'm gonna play the theme music and then I'm gonna bring them in because you guys know since yesterday I told y'all we have a theme and our song is Me and You. Okay, only me and you. So I'm gonna let that play. I'm gonna bring up our guests and then we're gonna get started. All right, let me delete this. Here we go. All right. Y'all. It's a one-man show. Like I'm doing everything, okay? Just be patient with me. Okay, the song is starting. We'll let this rock and then I'm gonna bring our guest up. Day 2, we here. It's me, Curly. Curly, give it up. What channel is that? This chick. All right, it's day 2. We're about to have a good time. It might be not it must be not okay. I want to show you the one. I need faith to believe you, faith to receive you. I'm liking. Hey, I just brought our first guest, Naya. Only me.
Hey y'all, hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the volume down because I know it's loud. Only me, only me. All right, y'all. This is our first guest, Naya. Make sure you put some hearts in the comments, show her love. This is my amazing college roommate turned family turned friend, best friend, and I'm so excited to have her up here with me because we be going in. We have a juicy conversation. She's very wise. She has a lot of wisdom, so I'm excited for you guys to just get to know her. Okay, I'm sharing my people with y'all. Okay. And then next we have the amazing S.
Our very first obedient servant.
Our very first. Right here.
What do you?
S, you gotta fix your sound.
My sound is good.
You don't hear that, Naya?
His background?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, what you talking about?
All right. Y'all let us know. Okay, LaQuisha Campbell's in the comments. Hey, girl. You need
I
to
can't see no comments. Or hide the chat. Show chat. Got it. We good.
Okay, you can see. All right, y'all. So we here, day 2. We locked and loaded. S, you want to say hi to the people?
What's going on, people? I can't really see the chat, but what's going on? I hope everybody had a blessed week, because I know I did. Yeah, and we're going to get into it, because I'm going to stand on business.
Okay. Y'all. I promise y'all, we all love each other. Even if we act crazy in here, we really do care about each other. We just, you know what I'm saying? We get a little passionate sometimes about what we believe. Okay. So day 2, I'm just hold on, y'all. I'm just looking at my notes because I have to write my notes. All right. So today's conversation is really going to be about relationships. Hey y'all, it's my sister girl saying y'all. S, please stop. It's the chewing the gum for me in the time.
Where's the comments at? I can't see the comments.
I don't know how you can see them.
Click
how you
chat
can't see
and
them.
then go to click the chat.
Oh, I see it.
All right. Y'all, make sure y'all share this live. All right. First of all, we're gonna get into that. Make sure y'all share this live. It's gonna get real good. Okay. It's a Friday night, and some of y'all are still, y'all ain't doing nothing. Just send it out to people. Send it out to people. It's gonna be a great conversation, great vibes. If you're in here, don't be shy. Leave your name in the comments, leave your name in the chats, or where you're viewing from. All right, go ahead.
And if y'all want to bless the Cash App, I think it's called.
Hold on, because it's my birthday month. We're Cash App with Please Little Keish.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Keish. Drop your Cash App or let them know your Cash
App.
Yeah,
you're doing too much.
My bad. I was thinking about my pockets. I apologize.
No, but I am doing a giveaway, guys. So if you guys decide to do anything in the Cash App, which is lovely, I got my coffee. What that mean? That would be lovely because I'll put it towards our giveaways. Okay, but giveaways are on Saturdays. That's not today. So today we're gonna be talking about the topics we're gonna be talking about is red flags. I know that's a favorite for a lot of people. Red flags, white flags. Family relationships. That's S favorite. This was S idea, and I think it's a good conversation. Having conversations with family, like why we don't talk about stuff, and I added this. Naya and S don't know that, but the last thing I added was no. Does trauma have an effect on love, and why? So that's the last one. That one I feel like it was gonna lead to different paths, but we're gonna just start with the red flags. Coffee instead of wine. Okay, you give it up. All right, so we're gonna start off. Khadijah is on here too. Hey, Khadijah. All right, so we're gonna start with the red flags because we just need to get the red flags out the way. Because I feel like,
So red flags in just relationships in general.
Okay, let's talk about friendships. Because I feel like people always talk about red flags in relationships, taboo. But like I'm talking about friendships. What's a red flag in a friendship that led to a friendship no longer being where it was, or ending, or whatever? It could be anything, but red flags.
I think the number one red flag in a friendship is envy.
Ooh, whoa, that was good. I didn't expect you to say that, but that's true.
I think that's the number one red flag. In regards to a friend, like if I view you as a friend, I should never be in competition with you. I should never be jealous of you. Like I should always want the best for you. I should always want to encourage you. So I feel like if you have a friend and it gets to a point where you're kind of like, is she happy for me? Or like, is she hating on me? Like, I mean, for all my friends, I want the best. And that doesn't mean like if I'm having a low season, I gotta hate on them because they having a high season.
Right.
Because that just may not be my season, but my season will come. But I shouldn't be hating on the next girl or on the next guy just because they're in their season and I'm not.
That's good.
So I would say being envious of somebody that you call your friend, I think is a red flag.
Okay. I just want to, I put you on mute real quick, because that background noise when she's talking, but you can take it off. I think that's facts. I just want to add to that because I think people don't realize how deep rooted envy is and jealousy. Like if you ever hear about like trauma stories and stuff like that, like crazy stories on the news about somebody, you know, killing somebody, a best friend, or like what those girls that went on that group trip to Mexico and they came back and their friend was dead in Mexico, like they just left her body in Mexico. I feel like that was there had to be some deep that had to start from a place of envy, right? You know, just jealousy, just pure evil. That requires healthy self-work. Yes. I think when I think of envy, I think of the opposite of love. Like when there's love there, it don't matter like whether the person's up or down, you're gonna want to see the best for them. So that's a good red flag for friendships. I feel like sometimes people try to put that under the rug, like, oh, I know she's jealous of me, but she don't mean no harm. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like if you're jealous, then it's only gonna lead to
Yeah, you can't put nothing past nobody that's jealous.
So can I ask a question?
Of course.
So if you have an envious friend, right? How then do you go about that relationship? Do you cut them off? Do you act accordingly? Like how would you navigate that?
So I would say I'm gonna speak from my own personal experience. I've had friends that I'm no longer friends with, or I've had relationships with friends, relationship with somebody that I call my friend that I'm no longer friends with, and I feel like there could have been some envious, nature there. And it's just like, even moving past the friendship, it's just like, that's now, like looking back, that's not even a friendship that I miss. That's not even a friendship that I think like, oh, I wish we were still friends. Like, I'm totally content and totally fine with that. But I feel like going about it, I feel like it's hard to, I think it's hard to see when you're in it. Just like if you're in a relationship with like the opposite sex, like with somebody you're dating. Like, I think when you're in a situation, like just relationships in general, whether that's with a spouse, a boyfriend, a parent, a sister, a friend, whatever, I think it's always hard to see red flags when you're in it, because that's just like me and you, we friends, or me and Keisha, we friends. But it's like, if you start to do some weird stuff, I'm a like naturally try to keep giving you the benefit of the doubt, because I'm gonna keep telling myself we friends. Like
Hold
they
on.
like
I don't
they
want to.
would.
I don't
But
like you, man. I don't like you.
yes,
I just want to
stop
put
it.
that in.
Anywho, but you're naturally gonna keep trying to give that person the benefit of the doubt. Like, no, like they ain't mean that when they ain't trying to, So I feel like it's harder to navigate when you're in it, because I feel like you're more prone to turn a blind eye to quote unquote red flags, because you're gonna keep feeding the idea to yourself like, that's my friend, that wouldn't happen, or that's my friend, they didn't mean it this way, or they don't mean no harm. So I mean, I don't know how you would navigate that, unless it's just blatant and you're just like seeing it for what it is. Then I would say just keep that person at arm's length. I wouldn't, I would start to kind of like control what I tell that person, or control how close I let that person get to me. I was just like, if it's just a cool person and we can kick it, and we can go to the bar, and we can go to functions together, by all means, like we could kick it. But you probably won't be like a close friend anymore.
That's a good response. I think that's for me. I'm distancing myself immediately. I don't got time to play. Like I don't know what your intentions are. Like right, if you aren't gonna be happy for me, if you have sort of some sort of envy. I can't read your mind. I don't even know what's in your heart, but I could tell by the way you're moving that something is off. So I'm just gonna distance myself, and surely but surely, either you will fall off or you'll get it together. I don't know, but
But
I'm gonna.
also, once that friend crossed that line, even for me, it's just like we're done. Like I ain't gotta be cool with you. Like the thing is, how people always say, like, you pray and you ask God, like, whoever, is not meant for me, like, remove them from my life and all this other stuff. And then, some BS happened with your friend, and you be like, I didn't even know God was talking about you. Like, out
Mhm.
of all the people I was saying, keep them away from me, and they got negative energy and they this and they that. And you'll be surprised. You're like, I didn't know he was going to take you out of my life. But, it is what it is. That person ain't meant to be in your life, whether that's a boyfriend or a friend. If they ain't meant to be in your life, they ain't meant to be in your life.
Amen. Khadija said, if you have to censor yourself, is it really a friend though? That's facts.
You said censor?
Censor yourself. Like, if you have to like think about
No,
every.
because I mean, all my friends, anybody that's cool with me already know I like to give it to you hot. I like to rip the band-aid off. I like to just lay it out on the table. And that ain't meant for everybody, Everybody can't take it the way I like to dish it. But
I honestly think I think it's different dynamic for men and women. For me, for friends and my boys, I have them in different categories. So I know if I have a boy that I can confide in. I have one that if I fall down on hard times financially, I can come to them. I group everybody based on how I kind of interact with them. If I know I got this dude, he can't hold water, I'm not going to confide in him. So that's, for me, I think it's a little different between men and women as far as relationships. Envious, if I see somebody envious, I just be like, okay, I don't really fuck with them, or I'm not really going to mess with them like that on that level. I'm not going to be harped on it like, oh, damn, like it's really not that serious for me, especially how long I known the person. If I ain't known too long, it's not going to be like that. But yeah, I think I group mine, so it's not really like I'm harped down if I lose somebody. Because
that is an interesting perspective. We got people in the comments. We gotta interact with the comments. First of all, Tara said, "Hey y'all, me and the boys are tuned in." Period. Hey boys. She said, "Don't
look at the chat. Y'all love me, don't you?" Yeah,
they said we have to put people in different categories. Intimate friends are few. Come on, circle got to be tight.
I don't think anybody should have one friend that does everything.
I think that's true. I think that's true for life though. Like that's how, I think the dynamics of all your relationships work. And I think when you honestly,
I got my tie and I got my Bible.
Listen, you ready?
Oh my God.
No, but I think that's how like God created it. It's not for one person to do everything, right? Because I think like even if somebody who's married right now, you're married, but you still have your friendships outside of that. You're still gonna like be with your girls or have different relationships. They all serve different purposes, right? I think that the group thing is wise. And I think honestly, as an adult, you're kind of forced to do the group friendships. Like you're kind of forced to group your friendships. Let me know if y'all don't agree, but I feel like as I've gotten older, I used to be like, oh, these are my friends. And I would treat everyone kind of like, these are my friends, everybody, whatever. But I realized as I got older, like, these are the friends that I can go to for prayer. These are the friends I can go to for, if I can have a good time. These are the friends I could, you know what I mean? Like this is a sisterhood. I know that like if I'm down and out and I'm crying, I know Booger crying, like I know who to call. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I guess that as you get older, it's probably best to group your friends because otherwise you're forcing friendships or you're forcing like titles or functions on people who are not supposed to be that, right? They're not
or you could just be offloading too much on one person. So you got to realize as a friend, like friends are therapeutic, but also you got to remember on the receiving end, whether if I'm the one you're venting to, you got to realize that I'm carrying what you're telling me. Like for me, I care about my friends. Like, so it's just like if they're put your thing on mute. Okay, because this is feedback. But for me, it's like I care about my friends. So if they're venting to me, if they're sad, if they're upset, if there's something wrong, I can't like it. It weighs on me. I carry that because I'm receiving what they're telling me, and I also feel for them because I have a connection to them. I like if they're sad, it makes me sad. If they're upset about something, it makes me upset. So I feel like with all your friendships, you got to kind of keep that in mind too, because I can't, like, if I'm talking to Keisha and I'm calling you every day and I'm just weighing you down, like every day I'm calling you and it's bad stuff and this, and I'm complaining, that starts to weigh on you as a friend. That starts to become heavy on you too. So it's just like, I feel like you gotta kind of, like you said, group people. It's just like everybody has different personalities. So it's just like if I'm having trouble with, a faith situation, to me, like my friend that I would go to would be Keisha, just because I feel like we connect on that level more so than I connect with, with my other friends. So I feel like you get to spurse like the things that you're going through out amongst the people you call your friends, because everybody's different. Your relationships with everybody is different. Like my relationship with Keisha isn't the same relationship that I have with Tara, isn't the same relationship I have with Kia. Like we're all great friends, but our relationship, our dynamic is different, and I think that's beautiful about having
Yeah.
multiple friends.
Yeah. I love that. We got to read the comments, y'all. People going in the comments. We want to make sure this is interactive. So we're going to read the comments and interact with people. I think the last person I said was Lakia. She said, don't we all know?
Because
Um,
she was
I think we was talking about group and friends. And Neglib said, bingo, group people. That's an interesting perspective. Good point. Chosen and called. Sierra said, yeah, agree with that two E's. With that two E's. Um,
S.
oh, S. Okay, S. Sorry. Jealousy can lead people to do some crazy things. Sierra said, bye, take off that tie, S. Chosen and called said, that's true. You can't have one friend for everything. I think that's very true. That weight is too much. That weight is just too much to be one thing for everybody. Like it's just whatever. And then Shotty so fine. Hey Tabby. She said, hey Keisha's Tabby. Love the content already. Envy is something we sometimes overlook in friendships, but it can be incredibly detrimental. I just want to say, just comment to that. Like anytime I've been around, I think Naya, you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Anytime I've been around somebody who was jealous of me or envious of me, it made me feel like, let me not do too much because I don't even know if it's going to bother you or if it's going to set you off in a way. Like you find yourself and dimming your light. I just feel like there's no use in being in those type of dynamics because I honestly feel in my heart of all hearts that you're supposed to function 100% you. Like you shouldn't have to like dim yourself, right? Or be different than who you are because someone is, whatever. So yes, I do think it's detrimental. I definitely agree with Tabitha. It's just weird. It's weird vibes. It's not love. Like as we're talking about love month and we're talking about 29 days of love, like if we were to talk about something the opposite of love, it would be envious friends and jealousy. Like that, it is a complete red flag, and I don't want it in my life. Sierra said, right, you definitely are forced to after time. You start realizing everything. Right. Over time, you are forced to put people in categories. So everybody's kind of agreeing with S said, yeah, there's only so much one person can take. JV's here. Hey, JV. He said, oh, yeah, this is the view I like. Okay. Hi, JV. We're happy you're here with us. Y'all, make sure y'all share the live. S, that was a good question. Let's get to the next one because we can stay on this all day, clearly. And we got juicy topics. We got some good topics. I like that. So let's talk about well, S, did you want to say something about red flags or you're good?
Nah, I'm good. We can move it. We can move the
All
conversation.
right, moving the goalposts. Okay, so we're gonna talk about white flags. As you can start. So white flags, as you know, is just the opposite of red flags. Something like you when you get around it, you enjoy it. You could point it out and be like, yeah, nah, that's love. Like I appreciate that. I need that. Go ahead, Ez.
As far as a friendship,
Anything you want.
okay. I would say friendship for me, it would be um somebody that can give me the raw truth. I'm not caught up on how you say it. What's the saying? Eat the meat, spit out the bones. If it's gonna make me better, I don't care how I feel. If I don't like the way you said it or whatever, give it to me. I need to hear it. That's what I need. Somebody that's gonna hold me accountable. I got guys like that. Like I know if I mess up and I tell them I present the situation to them, they're gonna give me the raw truth, whether I want to hear it or not. And I need that. I'm not one of those people that's like they tone police you. I don't like the way you said it. No. I need it. I'm gonna take it in and then I'm gonna analyze the situation. So that's what I need, guys that can hold me accountable, whether I like it or not.
I like that. That's like
Guys or
friends.
girls, because you got girlfriends, friends as girls too, that hold you accountable.
Yeah, because you be dead ass wrong all the time.
Who you talking to?
Funny. Um, what are white flags? I think I would like people that find joy in supporting you. Like, if you got something going on, business ventures, games, shows, whatever it is that you're into. Like, I used to dance, so it's just like showing up to one of my shows. That's love. That's mad love. Because the thing is, with everything people got going on, it's just like with X, he played basketball. I could give two shits about basketball, but it's just like for me to show up, it's just like I could be anywhere in the world, but I chose to show up and support you. Or like I said, for me, a lot of people ain't into dance, and a lot of people won't sit in the theater for nothing. But if I have a show and I say, oh hey, I'm doing this day at this time, and you take the time to show up and support, I think that's mad love. If you got a business, you have a pop-up shop, you tell people like, yo, I'm gonna be at this location, this time, I'm selling this, pull up, and you come. I think that's love. Because like at the end of the day, people be busy. People got lives. They could be wherever they want, and they took time out their day to support whatever you got going on. To me, that's mad love.
Those are great answers. Okay, we have some comments. Tara said, white flags for me would be selflessness, accountability, people I can have a good laugh with, support, and when my family loves me. Well, that's nice. I like that. I like the feeling of reading that. Like, I just like the words. Okay. And then So Fine Shorty So Fine said, love that as it's intentionality rooted in positivity and honesty. Can't be good or bad, but what's the meaning behind it? Are you asking a question or are you saying can't be good or bad? What's the meaning behind it? Am I reading that wrong? Reword it. Y'all make sure y'all type your white flags in the comments, leave it here. One thing I'll say I learned about white flags or what people say that are white flags for them is normally what their love language is. So Naya is someone who will show up for you. Like there's plenty of times she showed up for me and I was like, I was like, girl, you don't have to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand life is happening, all that stuff. And she showed up. And that's like, that is literally, I feel like you show up in that way. So that's why you kind of like, why it's a red flag for you. And S, you are an honest person for the most part. Now you do, you know what I'm saying? Your delivery sometimes be, it be getting me, a little whatever, but you are an honest person. So like remembering that, like when you think of your red flags, it's honestly because that's
White flag.
I'm sorry, your white flags, your red flags too. Y'all might be, I'm saying, I'm saying white flags, that's actually what you tend to do or you tend to be for other people. That's a little fun fact. So that's why we did that one.
Well, what about white flags in relationships with like partners?
Oh, we could do that. Go ahead, Naya.
Obedience.
Shut the hell up.
Be for real, S.
I'm so serious. I'm gonna elaborate. Go ahead, now I'm gonna let you go. I'm
No,
gonna
you already
elaborate.
started.
Somebody said Naya's
What?
delivery be a little crazy too. And Khadija
It
said
comes
that
from a good place.
Yeah, as long as it comes, I ain't gonna lie. I think this generation,
good or bad.
they listen to a lot of sugary, watered down preachers, and they don't get that fire and brimstone preacher that preach hell and sin. So they can't take the message. They got to call on the tone and all that. We need to get back to that fire and brimstone.
I think, okay, look what Tabitha said. Love, no, what did she say? She said it could be good or bad, but it's all about your intentions. Are you trying to help me or tear me down? So you can be honest, right? But there has to be a like, dang, like, do you even care about me? Like, do you love me? You know what I mean? Like the honesty can come sometimes in a I feel like in a certain times where it's like, as we can't hear you, you're muted if you're trying to say something. But sometimes like if your friend is come to you with the same thing over and over, the tone is going to be a little different. If you're trying to like, yo girl, you need to wake up, stand up, get on your feet because you're you're doing too much right now. Like the tone might change. But I do think it does matter. Are you trying to help me or are you trying to tear me down? And I think that goes back to like, what are people's intentions around you? Like if somebody's envious, even if they have an opinion, it might not always be from a good place. Sierra said, I knew he was going to say that. He's serious, y'all.
I'm dead ass serious.
As please stop. Obedience to you or the Lord. Yeah.
Obedience.
You need to elaborate.
Let me get this. Okay.
It's a white flag relationship. You and a woman is obedience.
Obedience to your man if he's following God. And I'm going to give you scripture.
Okay,
I don't like the. I don't like
wait,
to just,
you got
I
an
think
emphasis
I
on
just
if
be
he's
saying
following
stuff.
God. You
Y'all
gotta
think
say
I
it.
just be saying stuff? It said, "Wives, submit yourselves to our husbands as unto the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife." So you submit to me, and I submit to him. That's the order.
Yes, but yes, the man has to be submitted to God for
I
this.
just said that. Didn't I say that?
We just gotta put emphasis on that because a lot of them, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't come here to play around. I'm standing on business. You see what I'm saying? Y'all get hawk on that obedience.
Yes, they in the comments. They in the comments talking to you. They in the comments talking to you.
And I'm gonna look at the comments too.
Are you reading it? Are you watching this?
I'm looking right at it.
Okay.
Yes, maybe the Lord is calling you to preach the truth. I know He preach. He calling me to preach it. I know. I gotta get myself right to be a good representative of Him. Once I get myself right, I'm gonna open up a church, and I'm gonna have.
But no, so I would say along to what you're saying that yes, I feel like for the woman it comes naturally, meaning it's not forced, meaning it's not like pulling teeth. If you are with a man that's led by God and knows how to lead, then naturally the woman falls right into it. It's not like, you gotta be begging her. You
You're
gotta,
right.
huh?
Right now, because right now, if my woman was right here, if I said grapes, she would got me grapes because she know I'm not gonna lead her to. No, seriously, I get what you're saying. Like a woman wants to be followed, she want to make sure you ain't leading her to hell. That's
the
true.
thing is, most women want to be submissive. Like everybody talk about screaming soft girl era. Women, they want to submit.
I don't think so though. I
think so.
I don't think they can though. I don't think they can. I think they've been doing it. I think they've been doing it for so long. They can't turn it off.
No, I think that's wrong. I will say that.
I'm standing on business, and I'm standing on this word.
Shut up. I don't agree with you. I don't think women want to submit. Like
you don't think a woman wants to be
if you with a man day in and day out,
like,
you want
no,
to.
what I'm saying is I think y'all want to, but you can't. I think you have a hard time trying to adjust.
Okay, so I think that when it's something that's foreign to you, I think when it's something that's foreign to you and it's something that's new to you, I think it is an adjustment for the woman. I think it is, I think it will take a little time for her to relinquish control, because the thing is, a lot of women have control of everything. They run everything. They run their lives. They run the kids' lives. They run their parents' lives. They do it all. So then when you get to a point where you have a man that is capable of leading, your hands have been clenched for so long, you don't even know what it looks like to open them up and relax.
Look, we need a man to provide a safe space to feel comfortable enough to submit. Y'all ain't even seeing if he's submitting spiritually first. Y'all, but we're going. Hold on.
Let people respond to the things you just said.
I don't want to, because I think you still have questions, and I don't want to get off. I know I got off a little topic a little bit because I just wanted to sure get this shit hot a little bit. I turn the oven up a little bit. Okay. But go ahead. I'm going to let you get back to your questions because I don't want to derail the conversation. So go ahead. That's it. I just had to, spice it up a little bit.
They telling you to preach now. They feel
because as people getting who he talking to. That's be the problem, because like I said, women, and I feel like, and the thing is, I feel like I can speak for the majority, because in case people don't know, S love the majority. I think I can speak for the majority of women that if you ask 100 women, 90 of them is going to say yes, they want to submit. No woman wants to be the strong black woman.
You think I want to carry this burden?
Nobody want to do that. They do it because they got to do that. But if they have a man who
you need to be a preacher. I know I do.
What you mean? It's just like, what?
There's nothing.
Home, you come home and the bills paid, lights on, the house warm. Baby, come over here. Let me wash your feet. Like, what? Let me cook you a meal. Let me make up the bed. Like, what?
There's nothing you won't do. Okay.
It's like, come on.
I'm
gonna call Kat, but we're gonna
It's not Kat. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna call Kat.
The thing is, because you speaking for the women that be dealing with dudes that's not led by God and that don't know how to lead.
That's damn near the majority of the women.
That's majority of the men. What are you talking about?
They ain't looking for nobody. They looking for a poop. They're looking for a ray. They look for somebody that got that bands and that rolling around his
But
neck.
so if that's the majority of women, that has to be the majority of men because they're dealing with the majority of men that don't.
When there's more women on this planet than men?
Oh my God!
You always do. See, this is why I don't like.
I'm just saying how.
Be for real. Like, just be for real. Let's talk about.
All right, we're going. All right. What was the other topic? Because I don't want to go ahead.
No, because you standing on all this goddamn business.
Not right now.
Yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to the show. We're gonna go.
All right. Okay.
After hours or something.
We're gonna have an after hours on. We'll see if we can have an after hours on Instagram if y'all up for it. Okay. All right. Hold on.
I need some of my fellas in here. Y'all ain't gonna attack me in here. I need somebody that
women.
On business.
Somebody said, Naya is in here cooking. Yo, I'm cracking up, Naya. They loving you right now.
That's Tyra that said that.
No, we women can't
submit. It don't matter who said it.
It's impossible. Thus, to course correct, we are commanded to submit, and men don't love by nature, so they are commanded to love.
Can you read the comment? S, you need to be a preacher. You didn't read that comment.
Shut up.
I didn't see that one.
Don't do that.
Okay, somebody asked you. Okay, asked you need to be a.
What the other one say? They said women can't submit.
Okay, yeah. So let me read. Okay. So no, women can't submit. Sin nature makes it impossible. Thus, to course correct, we are commanded to submit. And men don't love by nature, so they are commanded to love. I get what she's trying to say.
I know. I need you to explain. I don't get it.
Okay, so explain for Naya. I think what they're trying to say is that it's the opposite. Like God is asking us to do the. Well, you know what? Explain yourself. But I think I understand what you're trying to say. Catering to your man is different than submitting. Catering is different than submission. Oh, Naya, where you at, Naya? This is not the time for you to be ghost.
I know. Hold on, wait.
I need you back in here, Naya.
Where'd they go? What they say? Who said what?
Oh, my edges is falling off. Y'all getting hot in here in the comments. Okay, catering to your man is different than submitting. Do we agree with that?
Yes. But I think catering to your man is a form of submission. I think it falls in the same category. I don't think
that is good.
Catering to your man is under the umbrella of submission. Because it's like if I'm catering to you, I just feel like it's a form of submission. Can you cater to a man without being submissive or without submitting to him?
No, I don't think so.
I think
yes, you can.
I can cater to you, but I'm not submitting to you.
But then I feel like I think that's under the umbrella of lust then, because I feel like at that point, if I'm catering to you, I feel like I'm catering to you under the umbrella of lust. If it's not me being submissive, if that makes any sense.
We moving a little bit. I don't know.
I honestly don't think
some of the comments.
The women talking about a man submit. I don't think that they're actually looking for a man, because if that was the case, you would never even got in contact with the guy that ain't about nothing anyway. If you were spiritually and you was looking for a godly man, you can't get caught up with somebody that's not of God.
Yes, but there are some people who present themselves one way, and then you a month or two in, and surprise, you see a whole nother person.
Is that majority? You think that's majority?
I don't know.
Is that minority? You think a lot of times that happens?
Y'all, ladies, tell me in the chat. Do we feel like that is common? Somebody presents themselves one way, and then you are a month into the situation, talking or dating them, and then you see you're not meeting the same representative. Am I being
a godly man or any man? I said a godly man. I didn't say any man.
Are the godly men of the majority?
That part, Naya, come on,
need to know.
Okay, hold on.
Answer my question. Are the godly men of the majority?
Even if the godly man was not of the majority,
that's not answering my question.
Hold on. Even if the godly men were not a majority, you wouldn't still get caught up with somebody that's not of that.
We gotta move the question. We'll come back to it. All right. We'll put a pin in it for late night.
We about to be on the after hours because
we really are. All right, let me I'm being distracted. All right. So the next question, this one is gonna be good. This one's about family relationships. I don't know if you want to take the lead, S, because you started that conversation, or I can take the lead and then you can hop in. Let me know.
Oh, family relationship. Yeah, we
We
can
were
talk
talking.
about that.
Okay, so basically, the conversation is, do you feel like as you get older, your relationship with your parents change? That was the first question, right? That's how, yeah, I think that's how I worded it the last time we was talking. Do you feel like as you get older, the dynamics of your relationship with your parents change? And if so, in what way?
Well, I can answer that. I don't think so. Um, I mean, I still get advice and wisdom from them, but I still just apply it differently. I don't think I haven't seen my relationship with my father and my mother changing. It's just more wisdom, more knowledge, and then more understanding for me.
That's a shift. If there was less of it and there's more now,
But
that's a
I no, it probably wasn't less of it. It was probably just a at the time I couldn't comprehend what they were telling me.
Yeah, it was a lack of understanding.
Yeah, it's a lack of you won't get it until you get older, like one of those. You won't see what I'm doing until you're in my shoes, like that. But as far as the closeness and I don't for me it hasn't changed.
I get that. I think
I think you change. I think you change.
I think the relationship from child to parent changes, but I don't think the relationship from parent to child changes because
Mhm.
like I said, you could be 50 and your mother is still gonna look at you as a child.
Fact.
So I think from the parent to the relationship to the child, I don't really think the dynamic changes that much. But I think for us, the children looking at our parents, I think the relationship changes tremendously because it's like how we looked at our parents from toddler, from adolescent to young adult is different than your adult life. So right now I'm an adult, right? Now the way I looked at my mom when I was in high school and the way that I look at my mom now, it's not that I look at her any differently. It's just the dynamic of our relationship has changed. And that's just because of growth. Like everybody that knows me know my mom was on me like a bag of white rice. Like she was on my back like all the time. But the thing is, as I aged, she relaxed. Now me and my mom are at a space of friendship. We're at a space of like now I can go out with my mom. Like we can go to the house music festival. We go to the park. We can go to the mall. Like we can hang and chill like two adults would versus like if I'm 18, I'm not going to the mall with my mother. I don't want to be seen with my mother at 18. But now that's sis. Like now it's like, what you doing today? Oh, you wanna meet me at the park? And then I think as you get older and then your parents are aging, your parents are geriatric, rather elderly, like whatever, then I feel like the roles then reverse because now you're taking care of them versus them taking care of you. But still, if you ask a 90-year-old woman of her 60-year-old child, she's still going to look at that 60-year-old as a child.
Yeah, I agree. I like how you said that. I think for me, I think it changes because of the mindset. Like you realizing like, oh, my parents are not just my parents, but they're also like humans and they're also like adults trying to figure out stuff on their own too. So I feel like for me, I do feel like it changes because I wasn't thinking like that before, right? Maybe it not so much on my parents' side, like you said, Naya, but it definitely changes for me. I feel like it has changed for me. Um,
Well, would you say they changed or you changed and just got wiser and older and your
that's
understanding
what
was
I just
more?
said. I just said I said I changed. You didn't hear that?
I thought you said they changed.
It's
They,
growth everywhere.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say they're changing too though. They're
yeah,
not the same people they was when I was 5 or 6.
but the thing is, your parents grow too because it's like even my mother. My mother is not the same Debbie she was
Right.
15 years ago. Like Debbie today, soft, super soft. Like she's so lax. It's just like
She's
15 years ago, going hard, going crazy. Now, chilling. So I think there's growth on both ends, and that's why the dynamic, or that's why the relationship has no choice but to change because you're grown, they're getting older.
Right.
The dynamic, I just feel like it's different.
Yeah. So they're saying Naya said absolutely. I mean, LaQuisha said absolutely right, Naya. Chosen and Call said, yes, Keisha, I agree. I view them more as humans who are imperfect, trying to do their best. Shorty So Fine said, I think parents change too because they start to trust you more and fuss less. Yeah. You grow into parenthood. The person I was before I had my kids was haywire. I've calmed down tremendously. And I used to look at them as superhumans. Yeah. I think the older you get, the more I feel like the more flawed I realize. Dang. Okay, this is gonna kind of lead into our next thing, but like our family dynamics is honestly how we know love and how we do love. Whether right or wrong, it is the base of the foundation of what we have, to look at as love. Right. That's why a lot of girls sometimes when they're like, I never seen, or guys too, like, I never seen two married couple happy in a marriage. So I don't know if that's for me. That's their dynamic because of your environment. It's kind of like how you treat it, right? So if your parents are two people who like to argue or bicker, you might do the same thing in your relationship, right? You don't have to. Of course, you can change the narrative and change the story, but we tend to follow in our parents' footsteps. So this kind of leads to the next question, which S is gonna dive us into.
Which one? I'm interested because I want you to talk about what we talked about yesterday, but go ahead.
The family. Should you have conversations? Like, should you be talking to members of the family? Hold on.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay. Propose the
Well,
question.
you need to propose the question so people in the chat know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, S.
Oh, okay. So I think the question we was talking about yesterday was as far as like relationships and getting to know the parents. And the reason why I say getting to know the parents is because who you're dating, everything they learn is most likely going to become is from who raised them.
Who raised you people?
What their foundation on. So it's good. So for example, if I was raised by just my mother, then whoever I'm dating needs to talk to my mother because that's the one that raised me. Everything I learned, everything I'm taught, my foundation is going to be based on what my mother taught me. And vice versa. If somebody's raised by their father or their grandmother, figure out where they come from. Also figure out what trauma, if you can, figure out any trauma or sins from the forefathers or foremothers, because you can be inheriting those sins. If possibly somebody might have depression in their family, you don't know their grandfather could have had depression or anxiety or something. So I think it's good to talk to the parents without your significant other there to figure out what you're dealing with or what you're going against. No, I'm seriously. I'm being serious. You got to figure out what
I
you're going
agree.
against.
I think you get to learn a lot about someone and how they act and how they are based off of like a lot of people don't take that approach. A lot of people don't meet the parents until you deep into it and you already in love and big love and you already got your mindset. But the thing is you learn and you get to unpack a lot about someone when you meet their parents. And I always say the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So if you talking to someone parent and you see a lot of characteristics, a lot of times if you talk to someone parents, you will see a lot of character similarities between your partner and their parent. So if a guy you're dating a girl, if you talk to her mother, you probably would see a lot of similarities between the mom and the girl.
Right. If the mother's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, the daughter most likely is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Or if the mother it just exhibit a lot of just toxic traits. Like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong, like everybody has dealt with someone's parents, so and it may not have been the greatest of situations or scenarios. Some people love their mother-in-laws or girlfriend, boyfriend, in-laws, whatever you want to call them. Some people have a great relationship with them, and to me that's beautiful because like I said, you can learn a lot, especially even mothers with sons. Like if you speak to that mother and then you see what that son doing, you'll be able to connect the dots right away. You be like, you know what? I knew it. Summer Walker said, first off, I want to start off with your mother. Because sometimes it be her. It be her.
That's good. That's good. I completely agree. I do. I think people don't realize how much we carry from our parents and our lineage is passed down. You know what I mean? And I feel like that if you want to get to know somebody, get around them and their family. Unfortunately, sometimes families can be a little, you know what I'm saying? They can make you want to run left, run for the hills. But honestly, in all honesty, that's probably the best thing you could do. The sooner the better. Because I know a lot of girls feel like, oh, we're not there yet. No, let me see what's going on before I even get my toe in there. You know what I mean? Put my foot all the way in there. So,
but like Naira just said, like knowing that, like she
sorry.
said, that's like a cheat code to learning somebody, and that's because the thing is, it's like an eye
Whoa.
opener. It's like you
Yes.
meet their parents or you meet the person that raised them, and it's just like, because like it's like all the dots start to connect, and it's like you can reason with why the person does this and why they have these actions or why they think the way they think. You put it all together, and it's just like. And sometimes it's like you can't even blame the person because sometimes you're just a product of how you're raised.
Mm-hmm.
But also that can't be an excuse to a certain extent because as we get older, like I'm an adult, so it's just like I can take things that my mother taught me and I can look at things that my mother did and be like, going forward, I ain't gonna do that. Or I could, even if it's like a parenting situation, like if I had children, I could take all the things that my mother did to me and be like, I'm gonna use all these things, but these things I'm gonna just sit to the side. I ain't gonna utilize those things. But I feel like a lot of people try to like sit on or blame like the way they were raised for how they act. And it's like at this point, at this big old age, y'all, that ain't gonna work no more. That can't slide because we all are old enough to know the right and wrongs of how we were brought up. We all are old enough to say like to know like okay, growing up this was a little fucked up. Maybe I ain't gonna take this into my adult life. Or growing up this was a little toxic. I'm gonna leave these traits here. But I feel like a lot of people have comfort in sitting in that toxic way that they were raised or toxic mindset the way they were raised, and they try to sit in it and make that an excuse. It's just like you can't help it. Like I can't help the way I act because this is how I was raised. And I think that's no longer an excuse.
Right. And also I don't want to, for the ones that want to make an excuse, I have this book of escalations for my men out there for $19.99. You can buy this book and you can ask questions. I have questions for you to ask these women that you're dealing with. If you want to figure out, what's going on, what's their foundation, for only $19.99. It's coming out.
False advertising. Do you really have this book for $19.99?
Yeah, no. Escalations right here.
Boy, get to your point.
Stop it.
All right, whatever. But yeah, fellas, ask those questions, man. Have some dick discipline. Figure out what's going on. I'm gonna give it to them raw.
No, you can't.
I got a promo code. Listen, have some dick discipline. Figure out what you're doing and who you're getting to know.
Right.
You don't want to have these soul ties and you getting these women pregnant and you don't know what you about to go up against. You don't know what traits you about to bring into this world or what your baby about to have. So before you know what I'm saying, want to knock boots, just get to know them a little bit. Talk to the mother. Take her on a little lunch date. I don't know, Chipotle or El Portos. I don't know. But you know what I mean? Start asking questions, man. Save yourself some heartache.
Y'all heard
Get this book too, June 19th for $19.99. Escalation. I'm telling you right here, it's good.
Yo. All right.
I'm gonna drop the link when we finish.
Yeah. So, all right, that was really good. Okay. That just ties into we got to wrap up soon. It's so good. Okay. We could keep going. Okay, wait. So now that we know family is connected to who we are and to the people, our relationships and our dynamics, do you feel like family trauma, which most people do have, family trauma or drama, do you feel like it has an effect on love?
Say
And
that
when I
one.
say love, I mean love in its purest form.
Propose that question one more time. I'm sorry.
So, okay. Does trauma or drama have an effect on love and the way that you love?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it. It don't got to be long, but you could get. Let's get into.
I think you're on mute.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So the reason why I even pose this question, because when we let's in the comments, y'all let us know too. Look, what do you think is the purest form of who has the purest form? Is it a
Of
child? Listen. I'm gonna give an example now. Hold on. Somebody in the chat just put it a baby. B, a
God.
child. C, a teenager. D, an adult. E, a parent. Or G, grandparents, older people. Who do you think has the purest form of love? Like, who do you think has a better, like the most, like the, you do understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna answer this. I got you, Stan. And I'm gonna throw in my answer. I'm gonna say F, God. God got the purest form of
Earth
love that
as
you can
on
hold on, that you can ever want and ever get. Because first of all, I gotta put him in here. He died for your sins. He died so you can have eternal life before he even created you. So that's the form of pure love. No matter how much we sin on him, how much we ask for his blessings, and we don't live by what he wants from us, that's the form. He still loves you. That's the purest form of love. You get back to your question.
I agree.
what can I say after that? That is the truth. That is the honest to God truth. But when I think of babies and their innocence, and then when I think of adults who have passed through life, not adults, older people, like grandmas and grandfathers and things like that. Like, I feel like because they're on their way out, they have a different perspective. I feel like they have a lot of wisdom. They understand who God is and how he brought them through. They have an appreciation. They don't mind spending 6 or 8 hours in his presence. You know what I mean? They get it, right? And then I feel like babies, because they're just so sweet, right? They're innocent. They're innocent. But you're absolutely right. Like, to top that answer is God. Because he's a real one. He's everlasting, and ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing
Ain't
like
nothing
God.
like it.
Okay, so all right, we could do y'all want to do a after party on Instagram? Because we're going into the verse of the day right now.
The
So,
what?
verse of the day. So every day after the stream, I do a verse of the day, and it coincides with what we're doing. Usually, it's only day 2, so I don't know.
When you do your verse, can I do my verse escalations?
Okay, yeah, sure, that's fine.
Okay.
I say baby and grandparents, right? Sierra agrees. Okay, so the verse of the day today. First of all, did y'all like the stream? Can I get some fire emojis in the chat if y'all like the stream? If y'all was feeling the conversations, if y'all liked it, if y'all thought,
If y'all like it, if y'all really like it and y'all mess with it, just drop a couple dollars in Keisha Cash App.
that part, because we're celebrating this month.
Like, dab me up.
I like that. Queen's note. Oh, yeah, I got you. Virtual dap up. Yeah, okay. Queens know 1. If you want to, add something to my Cash App, it's my birthday month. We celebrate you. Okay, ready? So the verse of the day, and it does tie. Yesterday, JV was in here and Nair was in here. The verse was really, really good. I think Lee was in here too. Today's verse of the day. Honestly, I could pull it up on my phone because
Who's chosen and called? Who's that?
who?
It's chosen and called.
That's Carlene. That's my sister.
Oh, hey, Carlene.
Hey girl, hey. Okay, look. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it up in the app. And I like to read it in the KJV old school, and then I like to go into the hood version, which is the MSG. Okay. That's the hood version to me, at least. Y'all, did I write down the right verse? Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I promise y'all I prepared. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, so 2 Corinthians 20, verse 21. We're going to get right into it. I promise y'all, my finger is not working today.
Most,
All right.
most people say 2 Corinthians, not 2 Corinthians.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it's Chronicles. It's 2 Chronicles 20, verse 21. And it's not the whole verse, it's a part, is it? So shall it be.
On YouTube.
Where is it? Okay, right here. So no, actually, I want to read my version. I'm sorry, y'all, because this one says love, and I want to read the one that says love. Okay, I can always go to the message. Okay, and then it said when he consulted with the people. This is a story that if you got time, read it. It's really, really good. It's very encouraging. 2 Chronicles 20, but I'm just going to read this part of the story. When he consulted with the people, he appointed singers unto the Lord, and that they should praise the beauty of holiness. And as they went out before the army to say, praise the Lord for his mercy. Another word for mercy is love. So his love endureth forever. And I'm going to read in the message version. I'm going to read it in the message version. And when I read that verse, it's honestly just a reminder, like, all of us desire to be loved. All of us desire to have someone who has our back no matter what, someone we could confide in, someone we could lean on and trust in. And God does that. He does that all, right? And every time, like in a lot of verses, it talks about his love endures forever. And it really hit me while I was doing this challenge, how we're all seeking a forever love. We're seeking that forever love. We have a desire in our hearts, no matter what people say, no matter what people claim they don't want or whatever. I don't care. We all have an innate desire, and God created us that way, to have a forever love. We know we're not going to live forever, but why do we have that? Then why is that? You know what I mean? That desire in you, like, I want to find my forever love. Like, that's what it is. And God, it's repeated over and over again in scripture that God's love endures forever. That means it does not stop. There is no end to his love. And for me, listen, when I think about that love, honey, when I think about that love, it puts me in a position of like, what am I really worried about? Like, what can really happen in my life that's going to truly affect me if God is on my side? If I know he loves me and he cares for me, even the worst of the worst, betrayal, loss of relationship, heartache, all those things, it can't really touch me the way that, like, we feel like it would touch us. Like, honestly, it's going to end up working for your good because God loves you and he's that good. Like, he'll turn situations that seem awful, tragic, and it make it feel like, just turn it around for your good. So he's just, let me read the message version, y'all, because you know what I'm saying, I could go on all day. And I know S is about to preach for y'all in a second too. So let me, okay, so here's what this one says. This is the message version. So they were up early in the morning, ready to march into the wilderness of Tekoa. As they were, oh, I'm in the wrong one. Sorry, y'all. After talking it over with the people, Jehoshaphat appointed a choir for God. Dressed in holy robes, they were to march ahead of troops singing, "Give thanks to God, his love never quits." Y'all, that's why I like the hood version, because it gives you a little, you know what I'm saying? The love that longeth, what it say? Love that endureth forever. It don't hit the, like, you know what? It's, the words are old English, okay? This one says his love never quits. So he's never going to quit on you, even when you don't really have the desire, because I mean, for real, sometimes you don't always have the desire to want to seek him out or pray or, whatever. But his love for you is never going to stop. Never. And it never quits. So that's our verse of the day. And I'm so glad to hear what S is going to say. What challenge? I missed it. What challenge? You missed it. You missed the whole thing? Hold on. The Robinson Network. Oh, I like that R and I like that logo. Okay, we're going to talk about that later. But yes, I like that. Your friend is too much, you all. Thank you. Yes. Okay, we got fire emojis. I appreciate y'all. Yes, need more. Okay, yeah. We're going to have S and Naya up again for sure. But S is going to close us out with the verse of his day. The verse of the day.
Yeah, I ain't got no verse of the day. I'm going to just I'm gonna have one. My book really coming out. I haven't finished yet. I'm only on chapter 2. So it's some good game. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be some good wisdom, Just got to open your mind to understand it, because if I give you knowledge and you don't comprehend it, it doesn't really matter. You got to understand it. This is what he said. And all thou getting, get an understanding. You see what I'm saying? Once you get the knowledge, then you can understand it, then you can apply it.
All right, y'all.
So I want y'all to get my book. I'm going to drop the link in the chat.
God.
Again, I appreciate y'all taking y'all time out.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with my two obedient servants. I know they can be a lot, but they mean well. So, yeah.
All right.
Follow my Instagram, Spalding_1on1.
No, but anyway,
You know what I'm saying?
thank you for having us.
Yes, I'm so glad you guys were able to join me. You guys have to come back. Clearly, they loved you guys. We're gonna have an after party on Instagram if y'all up to it. Follow us on there. But let me give y'all church announcements, little announcements for the week to come. Okay, don't forget we're streaming daily. We're not streaming on Sundays though, so don't expect to stream on Sunday. Sundays, I'm gonna post a vlog for you guys. We're on day 2. Y'all, let me know if I should bring S and Naya back. Should they be a reoccurring act? I think so. We'll talk about it. Okay. So what else? I'm doing a makeup class February 5th. If you're interested in joining the makeup class, you want to know how to beat your face before Valentine's Day or just in general, tap in. Tomorrow is giveaway Saturdays. So we're doing a giveaway on Saturday. You never know what it is. You have to tune in to get the giveaway. Okay. So that's the first giveaway on Saturday. What other announcements do I have? At the end of the month, we're doing a virtual prayer board party. So if you guys saw what we did in January, we're doing it virtually at the end of the month of February. Okay? If you guys don't
y'all go over there to IG. I'm about to tear them up over there. Hey, y'all have the IG over there.
We're going to IG, y'all.
Tap in, because then we gonna stand on business. You see what I'm saying? Because
Right,
if you think I came here to play around,
God damn
it, I'm not.
All right, y'all.
Follow us at the IG, man.
Follow us on Instagram for the after party. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.